course, that should attract a lot of attention in this game. That matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Kyrie Irving is out there with Klay Thompson. Then it's Anthony Davis. Then there's Daniel Gafford. And it's Washington in at the 3, the small forward. So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. Irving looking over the floor. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
Morant against Irving. Outside, Bane fires the 3. Drills it from outside.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And again, Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, Kyrie Irving, one of the outstanding mid-range shooters. This guy legit 3-level.
Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
And that one's good, Morant.
And you want to prevent Ja from driving to the rim, but you gotta also contest him at the mid-range and just hope it doesn't go in.
No problems knocking that one down.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Bane. Here's Edey. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Washington. Irving from long range. Another 3 for Dallas.
Kyrie Irving is capable of going shot for shot.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Clark, he's checked in for Jackson. And Santi Aldama is subbed in for Wells. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Najee Marshall comes in for Washington. Christie, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Here's Morant. Following the basket by Anthony Davis. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Hammers the alley through.
And I like how Morant threaded the needle there. Just an excellent pass off that pick.
Dinwiddie passes to Marshall. 46 seconds left to play in the first. Clock at 6. Down low. Davis. And Davis throws it down.
That is the essence of facilitating an offense. Spencer getting the job done as a passer.
Pass to Aldama. Back to Morant. Lets it go with the 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Morant's got 9.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Dinwiddie outside. 12 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Christie with the screen on Morant. Tries from 10. That shot no good. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Grizzlies?
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. They've got Christie, Spencer Dinwiddie out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Derek Lively, and it's Marshall in at the 4 spot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Wells is checked in. Here's Christie. Nothing on the board. Right wing. Here's Lively. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Memphis has gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Marc said, "I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me." And Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. Baines checked in for Memphis. Then for the Mavericks, Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. Edwards comes in for Christie. And it's Thompson in for Spencer Dinwiddie. The Mavericks trailing. Edwards passes to Irving. Back to Edwards. Gafford kicks to Thompson. Thompson with the 3.
At his absolute best, Klay Thompson rise and fire on the catch. Good night defense.
Well, Daniel Gafford has carved out, Doris, a role in this league with his hustle, his intensity, and his rim protection.
All of those things you just mentioned, Kevin, are skills. He plays hard on both ends. Gafford can defend the paint. He's going to crash the glass. He's going to run the floor. Listen, figure out how you can fit and do your job.
Outside Irving. Count that bucket. Irving's got the lead up to 2 now for Dallas.
Gets in the paint and drains it. Kyrie Irving, show off that touch.
Pippen dishes to Clark. Shoots over Gafford. No good from Clark. Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Thompson for the triple. Another 3 for Dallas.
Klay Thompson, you can't let him get cooking from 3. Boy, this guy's too accurate as a shooter.
Pass to Bain. Wells with it. Scoreless thus far. Jackson misses.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Here's Irving. It's rebounded by Memphis. Clark, the pass to Pippen. Bain looking around. A three-pointer is right on target. Bain's got 6.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Back to Irving. Takes the 3. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Gafford. Santi Aldama's checked in for Memphis. Ja Morant comes in for Pippen. And then for Dallas, Davis is checked in for Edwards. Washington comes in for Marshall. And it's Williams in for Irving. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Morant. Count it from 12. Morant's got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
Morant using that quickness to his advantage. That time he gets that one to fall.
To the middle. Here's Davis. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Just 4 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Mavericks on top. They lead by 3. It's time now to go courtside as we send you up. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jaren Jackson is out there with Edey. And it's Wells in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Morant finds Bane. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lays it up and banks it in. Bane's got 8 points.
Aggressive move coming out of the half, penetrating into the heart of the defense.
And I've got to believe that was something they talked about during the break. Get him some good looks into the paint, get into the heart of the defense. Beautiful.
Count it. He's got 11.
Yeah, that's next level stuff from AD. He draws the eyes of the defense and then locates the open man.
However you feel about Kyrie Irving, you cannot deny, Doris, he is an elite player still.
Kevin, there are many who consider Kyrie Irving to be the greatest finishing guard in the history of the game. I mean, left hand, right hand, a little bit of English and polish, big shot maker. And what I love for Kyrie Irving right now is he seems content and happy.
Thompson outside. Gafford kicks to Irving. The Grizzlies pull it in.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. And the Mavericks making a change here. Marshall's checked in. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Dallas. 3-point lead. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's Davis. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
A difficult shot for some bigs, but AD making it look easy.
Pass to Wells. Back to Morant. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Marshall with it. Outside Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Very hard to stop Kyrie Irving once he has his rhythm. Now he's relentless, seeking out some buckets.
There's the screen. Inside. Here's Edey. And down it goes. Jamming that one home.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Irving passes to Gafford. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Santi Aldama's checked in for Wells. The Mavericks also with the sub. Dinwiddie's checked in. 52 seconds left in the third. Morant surveying the D. Count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
Obviously, Morant has found his flow here, finding plenty of ways to create for himself.
Outside, Davis. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Irving misses. For Memphis, they've gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. Jackson kicks to Morant.
fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the floor for Dallas starting the 4th quarter here. They've got Kyrie Irving. He's out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. Derek Lively is out there with Christie. And it's Prosper in at power forward. Dallas has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Pippen, the pass to Bain. There's a screen by Aldama. From outside, off the mark. The Mavericks trailing. 1 minute now into this 4th quarter. On its way from Dinwiddie for 2. And right through it goes.
There's a creativity to the game of Spencer Dinwiddie, just breaking the defense down.
Timeout.
The Grizzlies call timeout. Some changes for Memphis. Edey's checked in for Clark. Jackson comes in for Santi Aldama. And it's John Morant in for Pippen. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hi, guys. Well, during the break, I was able to catch what the Grizzlies coach was talking about with his team. Now, they preached the little things in the huddle. They asked their team to battle on those 50-50 balls. One extra possession could be all the difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Thompson outside. Dallas moving the ball around. Davis gets a wide open look. And the 3 off target.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Bain kicks to Morant. Nice move. And the rejection by Gafford. 2 minutes remaining. Here's Washington. Banked in off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 1. Neither team here in the 4th generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
Now, here's Morant for 3. Morant with another miss. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Mavericks. A great 4th quarter. Just giving up 2 points. And Gafford throws it down.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Here's Morant. And he banks in the layup. Morant's got 4 points in the quarter.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
Irving for 3. Edey with the rebound. Memphis has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Wells dishes to Morant. Jackson kicks to Wells. Pass to Bain. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Irving against Morant. Puts up a deep 3. And they get it back. There's the 3. Cans the 3.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
It's Morant with the drive.
A huge shot from Morant. Wow, you see why they put the ball in his hands in those situations.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
And they go to the intentional foul. First team foul. And that's an intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Big-time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a three-point attempt.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Irving with it, now guarded by Wells. Money! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game. That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Now, when the game is on the line, Kyrie is the guy you want taking the shot. He is a stone-cold finisher.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Greg, this is all about execution. Can you free an open man from the three-point line? That's what it comes down to.
And now we've got the intentional foul. It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So it gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
So it's Memphis picking up the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
Well, they've got two main ingredients. One, you've got to have a system that demands unselfishness, and then you need players that are willing to play unselfishly, and they've got both of those things.
Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Moses Moody out there with Jimmy Butler, and it's Green in at the center position.
He's become so comfortable from long range. That shot's now a weapon for LeBron.
Now here's Podziemski. And here's Curry for three. James with the rebound.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Down low. Kicks it to Doncic. Shoots over Curry. Hachimura outside. Back to Hayes. The three is up. First shot won't go. Pass to Curry. Green with a screen on Doncic. The three from Curry. That won't go either for Curry. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. You know, Clark, with the Lakers, at times it is hard to maintain a sense of continuity.
Boy, it sure is, B.A. I mean, there's always pressure to improve or be at your best, but even more so when you're playing in the glitz and glamour of L.A. and all that history. And because of that, sometimes it can lead to high team turnover when you're playing for the Lakers.
Now here's Butler. And again, no good by Golden State. Butler against Hachimura. Takes the three. That one's good from James on the assist from Hachimura. James has got 6.
LeBron ready to fire, shot it with confidence there.
Outside Moody to halt the run. Hits the three-pointer.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him. A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here is James. He's got 6. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, a little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Moody, good.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. I asked him about Jimmy Butler and what his defensive scheme is for him, and Coach said to not let him bully us from the interior and mid-range. We want to push him as far out as possible. We have to play tough. Let's see if they're able to accomplish this, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Some changes for Los Angeles. Finney-Smith checked in for Hachimura, and Connect subbed in for Reeves. And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Jackson Davis is checked in for Draymond Green. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Moody. Payton's checked in for Podziemski, and Hield is subbed in for Curry. Now, here is James. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Connect. Here's Doncic. Beyond the arc. Connects from downtown.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance. Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Here's Hield to the paint. Here's Butler. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. Some changes for Los Angeles. Vanderbilt's checked in for Hayes. Reeves comes in for James. And Vincent is subbed in for Luka Doncic. Stephen Curry, he's checked in for the Warriors. Now here's Reeves. Shot from the top of the key. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Reeves has got 5 points.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens. Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Butler against Vanderbilt. Just 5 on the clock. The fader. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Fires away from way outside. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
But we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far. I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
Jared Vanderbilt out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Connect. Then it's Gabe Vincent. And it's Reeves in at the 2. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. to Vanderbilt. Pass to Vincent. Lets it go. Cans it with nobody near him.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
That Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Reeves with a screen on Curry. Back to Reeves. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Sends it home from three-point land.
That's Curry's game. I mean, you can't give him a sliver of daylight out there.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And Curry with the take. Count that one. Curry's got 5.
Certainly not the biggest guy on the floor, but Curry has plenty of grit and determination behind his drive.
Finney Smith passes to Reeves. Count it for Vincent. Vincent's got 4 points this quarter.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Outside Curry from behind the arc. And the Warriors with another 3. You know, Clark, over the past few seasons, we've seen a historic amount of 20-point-per-game scorers in the league.
And that's a function, BA, of the overall skill level being at its all-time high in league history in my mind, but also the pace of play, the way the game is played, three-point shooting, there's scoring, there's more scoring, so more guys are scoring. And I think on top of that, it's a little easier to score because of how the game is played and officiated. It's tilted a little more in favor of the offense for the entertainment value of point production.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line. And that sends Luka Doncic to the free throw line. It's on Stephen Curry. Heald's checked in for the Warriors. Well, last season we saw Luka Doncic score 73 points, tied for 4th most in NBA history, Clark.
BA, he is so special, and the thing about the 73 he got, it was the most efficient 70-point game in league history. And with how offense-heavy the league is going, I wouldn't put it past him to go north of Kobe Bryant's mark of 81 at some point. He's got that kind of ability.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Hachimura up top. Lets it fly. The Lakers with another miss.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Doncic passes to Finney Smith. Back to Doncic. Doncic is doubled. Hachimura from long range. Sinks it from distance. Hachimura's got 5 now.
A smart decision maker with a versatile skill set. Hachimura always takes the shots that he's comfortable with.
Butler passes to Moody. Now here's Green. Outside Pajemski. Lets the 3 fly. And that one's good. And Green with the assist.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Doncic outside. Luka! Get off me!
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Outside Butler. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Los Angeles, ending the quarter up 10. Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fans half-court shot. Wrong. They're thinking about the shot.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. You know, one guy who's been getting it done is Luka Doncic.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And so in the game for the Warriors, Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Moody in at the small forward position.
Seems to me like Butler is just always in rhythm and under control. His next shot is never far away.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian. No surprise here. Stephen Curry hopes to be a Warrior for life. He said being a part of a group of legends that have played for one franchise, established a culture, and won at the highest level, and did it with a lot of different roster combinations, I don't ever take that for granted. Brian, what a run.
Yeah, it is a great run, and he's been the foundation, Allie. Thank you. Clark Hachimura has always been a monster with his strength. He knows how to use his frame.
He sure does, and he has an ample frame, B.A. And working out with LeBron during the summer and training certainly hasn't hurt him in that regard. He knows how to use his body, but he's also become a pretty reliable three-point shooter and all-around scorer.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And when you look at the Lakers, a lot has happened since their championship run in 2020, Clark.
Yeah, it really has, B.A., and I think some of it you have to attribute it to a significant amount of roster turnover. And then you pair that with coaching changes. One of the keys to being successful in anything and at any level and in the NBA, stability, continuity. You've got to have it with your executive management team, coaches, and players. And they've not had that, so the consistency has been hard to find. Doncic giving you the full package. Superstar for sure.
On the wing, Curry. Pass to Moody. It's Pajemski on the wing. Green with a screen on Reeves. Pajemski sinks the tray. Pajemski's got 6.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
There's a screen. From deep, here's Doncic. Can't hit that one.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Fires in the triple.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Pass to James. And here's Hachimura. Outside Reeves. Three-pointer. He drops it from range. Give him 8 points now.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Back to Curry from downtown. Another 3 for Golden State.
And that bucket from beyond the arc puts them within reach. He's really been putting that shot to work.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Clark, when you watch Luka Doncic play, how is he able to just control the games like he does?
He's a savant. That's all I can say. He's way ahead of himself. I mean, this guy's been a pro since he was 13 or 14 years old. There's nobody else in the NBA that's been a pro that long, I don't think. So, unique in that regard. Great size, uncanny, underrated strength. And then his vision, his pace, all of that what allows him to really not ever be sped up or out of control.
Vanderbilt's checked in for Los Angeles. Goodwin comes in for James. The Warriors also with a sub. Looney's checked in. Vanderbilt finds Doncic. The 11-footer. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Doncic has got 8 here in this quarter. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Butler passes to Payton. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Payton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Los Angeles leading by 3. Doncic feeling it out a bit. 15 seconds left in the third quarter here. There's the three. Oh, Doncic! What do you expect?
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth. Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Let's hear it, fans.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Los Angeles has gotten 21 points so far from three-point land. They're 7 of 10. At the forward slots, it's LeBron and Hachimura. Then it's Gabe Vincent. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Goodwin in at the shooting guard position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Hield from outside. Hachimura with a rebound. The Lakers in the lead. Payton against James. LeBron, attack mode. Pass to Goodwin. Lets it go from deep. He buries it from three. Goodwin's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Here's Looney. Right side, Payton. Outside Curry. Floats one up. The Lakers with a rebound. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Pass to Goodwin. Screen by James. And Los Angeles, another three.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up. They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan.
It's time for dance camp. If you see yourself on the big screen.
Some changes for Los Angeles. Hayes is checked in for Finney-Smith. Reeves comes in for Goodwin. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Vincent. And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Looney. Butler comes in for Kuminga. Moody's checked in for Payton. And Pajemski subbed in for Hield. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. He showed a lot of trust in his players. He said to them, quote, "You already know what to do, guys. Don't lose focus on the big picture now. Go out and get this win for us." Guys, back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Curry against Doncic. Curry passes to Moody. They need this. And that's good for two.
Hey, if he can't get to the basket, the medium-range jumper is JB's second option.
Los Angeles leading by 12. Doncic up top. He's covered by Curry. Oh, Green with a block. Outside Pajemski. Pass to Green. Now here's Curry. A minute 37 left in the fourth. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Curry's got 10 points here in the second half.
As a defender, it's got to be a futile feeling when Curry's in the zone like this.
James outside. Back to Doncic. Fires the three. The shot's good on the assist by James. Doncic has got 22 points.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level. Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
On target from range.
This is how competitive Curry is. He's got a great competitive spirit. You drain a three on him, guess what? He's looking to come right back at you. Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Lakers.
They had to fight for this one. With the game hanging in the balance a couple of times, they made winning plays, Grant.
It's all about having a strong mentality. What's interesting is that any time momentum turned against them, instead of folding, they responded with their own attack.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Luka Doncic.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
Here's James. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on Draymond Green.
LeBron deals with a ton of physical defense, and he dishes out some physical contact, too. But that's why he works so hard on his body. I mean, you might foul him, but you're not going to push him around. No way, Jose.
Taking care of business at the line, leaving this one out of reach.
Here's Curry. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim. Don't do anything silly. Just ride out the clock.
Yes, if they take their time and execute, the game is all theirs.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Lakers lead by 12. Launches it from deep. Here's Looney. So we see the Lakers taking the W here. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Tonight is down inside in the paint.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. Expect this one to be really physical. If either team backs down, they can just get run over tonight, but I don't expect that to happen. It's going to be a slugfest.
Ah, we love those kind of games. They're a lot of fun.
You aren't kidding.
Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. The 4 and the 5. It's Gordon and Jokic. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. And it's Porter in at the 3 slot. Murray is screen on Bain. Here's Brown. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, you got to put a body on Jokic or he'll torch you on the offensive glass.
Pass to Jackson. Over Gordon. Jackson misses. Here's the Nuggets now with the ball. And the Denver Nuggets, led by multi-time MVP Nikola Jokic. And they've done a tremendous job surrounding him with the right kind of people.
They certainly have, Kevin. But one caveat here. You can surround Nikola Jokic with any player, Kevin, and he will figure out their strengths and get them the ball where they need to have it. This guy makes everyone better.
So you think we're not giving enough attention maybe to what he thinks upstairs, how he sees the game?
He sees the game, Kevin, as well as anyone who's ever played it, and he directs traffic out there. He is a true point center.
And Jackson gets it to go.
And how about the strength of Jackson there? Uses it whenever he's going up inside and fighting through the contact.
Pass to Brown. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
5 to shoot. In the corner, it's Gordon for 3. Murray. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
At the arc, Murray is all business, knocking down a confident shot.
Pass to Edey. Jackson kicks to Morant. Memphis moving that ball around. Here's Bain. It's tipped. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Now, here's Jokic. Over Morant, and there's another one for the Nuggets.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Brandon Clark comes in for Jackson. And Santi Aldama is subbed in for Wells. The Nuggets also changing it up. Peyton Watson, he's checked in for Porter. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Christian Brown. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Clark outside. Shot clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. The 3 from Morant. Rebound by the Nuggets. Well, Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Morant over Murray. And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Bain. Morant's got 5.
And you want to prevent Ja from driving to the rim, but you gotta also contest him at the mid-range and just hope it doesn't go in.
Murray way outside. Can't connect from long distance. Morant with it. He's got 5. High post shot. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
And give him credit.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
So on the floor for Denver, they've got Saric. Michael Porter's out there with Peyton Watson. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Strother in at the 2. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of this game. And eventually every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or 2 against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully by that point it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game. And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Pass to Clark. Pippen outside. Now Jackson. Pulls up. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And here's Saric. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Westbrook passes to Najee. And Westbrook gets it to go. Westbrook's got his first 2 points.
And if anything, Westbrook gets more aggressive against contact inside. He doubles his effort level in response.
Outside Jackson from past the arc. Drills the 3-pointer. Jackson's got 5 now.
That pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Basket counts.
And this team encourages Westbrook to look to score inside. You can see why with these results.
Pippen, the pass to Kennard. Jackson with it. Got a hand on it. Pippen against Saric. Westbrook, no good.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Saric against Pippen. To the inside. Jackson passes to Aldama. Good, nice job down low.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Wells, he's checked in for Jackson. Bain comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's Morant in for Pippen. And then for Denver, Jokic, he's checked in for Najee. Christian Brown comes in for Peyton Watson. And Murray subbed in for Porter. Pass to Wells. to Morant. Memphis moving it around. Wells sets the pick for Bane. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Bane's got the game tied up here for Memphis. Outside Westbrook. And 1:01 left here in the second. Outside for Murray. Sinks the three-pointer. Murray's got 6.
And operating off the ball, credit Murray for staying engaged, ready to fire when asked.
Morant surveying the D. And then Morant slams it in.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Jokic kicks to Westbrook. Jokic against Clark. Jokic inside. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Here's Morant. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Morant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
The deep 3 from Murray. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jaren Jackson is out there with Wells, and it's Edey in at the center. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Bane passes to Morant. Rebound by Murray. The Nuggets leading by 4. And you know, Coach, guys who are really productive, like Jamal Murray, often have turnover issues. But you know what? He really doesn't struggle with that.
No, he doesn't, and that's one of the great things about him, Kevin. He can be that aggressive but stay under control and take care of the ball. Always poised. Nothing seems to bother him.
That's an added quality that you don't see with a lot of guys who shoot and score as much as he does. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
In the corner, it's Bane. Three-pointer. Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut down to just 1 on the basket from Wells.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Porter kicks to Gordon. Three-pointer. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. Memphis has gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. And it's Morant missing. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to Murray. Launches it. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Wells passes to Jackson. Here's Edey. Now Morant for the lead. And the layup is good. Morant's got 13 points. Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players. And it's how well a system maximizes their best players, that's what makes teams tough to stop.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Aldama's checked in. Russell Westbrook's checked in for the Nuggets.
Oh, the Joker taking over. He's had his way offensively, making it look easy.
Outside, Bain. Pass to Jackson. Back to Bain. And here's Morant. Bain with it. Lets the three fly. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Bain's got his second bucket.
It's like reading the picture book for Morant. He makes it look insanely easy.
Pass to Jokic. Fires from deep. Jokic, big man with the triple.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Back to Morant, and he uses the glass on the layup. 15 points for John Morant.
And no problem for Morant that close to the hoop. Once he gets inside, he makes it look easy.
And a wide open look for Porter. Another three for Denver. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan. And that's what we're used to him doing, but he really just hasn't had that typical impact offensively. If they keep getting him touches, this game won't be tied for long.
Wide open look here for Murray. Misses the deep three-point attempt. Memphis has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Back to Morant. It counts, and the foul. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
And they got to bring the double team on.
For Memphis, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Just 4 seconds left here in the third quarter. Westbrook fires away from outside. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So out there for the Nuggets right now, they've got Peyton Watson. Jamal Murray is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then there's Šarić, and it's Brown in at the small forward. Here's Murray, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And there's an aggression to Murray's game, willing to battle there for the bucket.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Grizzlies.
Well, I've been a little surprised by how many mid-range jump shots they're taking and hitting. But so far, that seems to be the recipe that's working for them.
And also, got to be impressed with their interior play, getting in the paint and figuring out ways to score.
Can't hit the free throw line jump.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Pippen kicks to Bain. Launches a three. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Murray against Pippen. Pass to Watson. Šarić outside. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Brown's shot is off. Memphis leading. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. And here's Pippen. Clark finds Bain. Hands it from downtown. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Timeout called, Nuggets. Some changes for Memphis. Edey's checked in for Clark. Jaren Jackson comes in for G.G. Jackson. And it's John Morant in for Pippen. And then for Denver, Jokic has checked in for Saric. Aaron Gordon comes in for Peyton Watson. And Porter subbed in for Russell Westbrook. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Was able to listen to what David Adelman went over with his team. Now, he preached the importance of patience down the stretch. Coach said we're not going to get it all back at once. Let's take it one trip at a time. Make it simple, make it easy. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Porter, no luck. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. A 2-point game. Outside Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
And that's a player with no fear. Jackson steps to the forefront, goes out and gets them a massive bucket.
Here's Jokic. Edey with the rebound. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. It's Morant in the corner. 1:03 left in the fourth. Pass to Wells. Payne for 3. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
He makes the second free throw, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And no good on the third free throw, so he ends up going 2 of 3. Porter finds Murray. It drops, and now they trail by just 4.
And the competitive nature of Murray making all the difference there, doing everything he can to rally his team.
Wells with it, now guarded by Porter. And Porter comes to help. Outside, Payne. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. And a little luck that time, but it drops. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
Timeout called, Nuggets. And here's Jokic outside. Count it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Great work at the line under pressure. They're that much closer to putting this game away.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And Jokic slams it in.
Huge. Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Had to foul and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game. 17 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Murray kicks to Gordon. Frames it from downtown.
Well, you wonder why we're seeing so many points tonight. Just look at the D.
Not a lot of resistance, and trying to just outscore other teams, generally not the best recipe for long-term success.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. 14 foul.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
Taking 2 shots.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Murray way outside. Got it! Oh,
amazing!
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony. of attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Davis is out there with Daniel Gafford. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's P.J. Washington. And it's Thompson in at the 2.
But just a spectacular display of ball handling from Kyrie, opening up the look there.
James outside. Back to Doncic. Fires the three. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Outside, Davis. Back to Irving. Fires the three. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, there is a special nature to Kyrie Irving's ability to answer back with the three.
And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Now the Mavericks with it. It's Davis with the drive. And Davis throws it down.
You don't see bigs with a handle like Davis's. How do you stop that?
Here's LeBron, and the layup's good off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Lakers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Down low. Here's Hachimura. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, you know Rui wants to score it. He will not retreat in the face of some tough defense. Nicely done.
At the line for Los Angeles.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Washington, that's good.
P.J. Washington.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Hachimura. Here's Doncic. And again, the Lakers, no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Now, here's Irving. He's got 5. Just 5 on the clock. It's rebounded by Hayes.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Nice passing here by Los Angeles. A nice shot by Doncic.
Well, Luka Doncic on the receiving end of a quality pass. We usually see him with the ball.
Thompson outside. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. Gafford finds Irving. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Greg, you love this topic more than anyone. When you think about the best ball handlers of all time, where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Hayes. Vanderbilt comes in for Rui Hachimura. And Vincent subbed in for Luka Doncic. So it's the Mavericks now after the basket by Los Angeles. Vanderbilt against Davis. And the shot is good. Davis has got his second basket.
A little contact doesn't bother AD. He knows they're coming for him.
Now Vincent. Pass to LeBron. And here's Reeves outside. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 3 assists now in this one. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Lakers on top. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And their assist total also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
We've got Jared Vanderbilt. Vincent is out there with Austin Reed. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Connect in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Here's Christie. It's deflected. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know the Lakers have to pound the ball inside. LeBron James says, we have attackers. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're not shooting 40 to 50 threes a game. We don't have the luxury of being that team. Working it into the paint, that's what we're really good at. Kevin, they play to their strengths.
They got a lot of strength. Got to do it. Thanks, D.A. Irving can't hit. Lakers leading by 3. Pass to connect. Back to Reeves. Here's Connect. There's the triple. And Finney-Smith gets it to go. Finney-Smith's got the lead up to 6 now for the Lakers. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Hachimura is checked in for Vanderbilt, and LeBron's subbed in for Vincent. Then for the Mavericks, Daniel Gafford's checked in for Jarek Lively, and it's Klay Thompson in for Dinwiddie. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Kyrie Irving. LeBron outside. Pass to Hachimura. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Boy, even with the contact, Rui Hachimura doesn't lose his touch or his concentration. So tough to distract this guy.
Marshall with it. Connect picks him up. Marshall gets the bucket.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
James against Christie. Sinks that one from the post. Hachimura's got 5 points so far.
Now you see LeBron James' selflessness on display. He loves to make his teammates feel good.
You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. From deep, Reeves. Down it goes, his 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Well, Rui Hachimura has a chance to set up a teammate, and look at the delivery. Well done.
Pass to Marshall. It's up a 3. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Marshall's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Connect with a wide open look. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Outside Irving. That's good, and that evens things out for him. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game.
Boy, what a monster night for Kyrie Irving, playing at a very high level right now.
James looking around. Again, Los Angeles. Here's Christie. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Lakers lead by 5. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Jason, a hard-fought first half. How do you assess the game so far?
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for 3rd quarter basketball. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
On the floor for Dallas, Davis is out there with Washington. And there's Klay Thompson. Then there's Irving. And it's Gafford in at the 5. Thompson outside. Pass to Gafford. Here's Washington. Covered by LeBron. Just 5 to shoot. Washington kicks to Thompson. Thompson with the 3.
Well, this is his comfort zone. Klay Thompson beyond the arc. Such an easy look right there.
Outside, James. Here's Doncic. Lets it go from deep. A shot by LeBron. No good. Mavericks trail by 4. Thompson outside. Tries from 7. That one wide left.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Back to Doncic. Hayes with the screen for Doncic. And Doncic with the triple.
You can just see how patiently Luka just waits for the defense to react, and then boom, he hits you with his move.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Luka Doncic started off his 2024 Doris with a historic scoring performance.
He sure did, Kevin. He was only the 4th player in league history to score over 72 points in a game. It was the shooting performance of a lifetime, and Luka just takes it all in stride. Incredible.
He's the best to Doncic. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Back to Irving. With the teardrop. That one doesn't go, but he's still shooting 50%. 5 of 10. To the paint. Here's Hachimura. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Davis, the pass to Irving. We've got 1:28 left to play here in the third, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I think one of the things you have to be in awe of is how creative and how elusive Kyrie Irving is to deal with when he's cooking offensively. This guy truly a remarkable talent.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Hachimura. The Mavericks also with a sub. Najee Marshall, he's checked in for P.J. Washington. Here's LeBron, and finished off by LeBron.
LeBron James leaves no doubt about that one. Punches it home as soon as he gets the opportunity.
Outside, Davis. Back to Irving, beyond the arc. That's his 6th field goal today. That makes him now 6 for 11.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Pass to James. And James throws it down hard.
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is, rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
And so Marshall will bring it up for the Mavericks. 7-point differential. Here's Irving, gets the bucket and the foul. It's on Luka Doncic.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Vanderbilt's checked in for Jackson Hayes. Goodwin comes in for James. And Vincent subbed in for Luka Doncic. Then for the Mavericks, Derek Lively comes in for Daniel Gafford. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Klay Thompson. Up top for Vanderbilt. Reeves with the screen for Goodwin. Offline with his 3. Davis against Vanderbilt. Tries it from 19. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Kyrie Irving. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Dallas has gone 5 of 8 from three-point land, 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. In it forward for him, it's James and Hachimura. Goodwin out there with Vincent. And it's Finney-Smith in at the center position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Inside. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Vincent with it. Hits it from three-point range.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Now Lively. Irving for 3. Hachimura grabs the miss.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Pass to LeBron. And they double up James. Oh, LeBron's just too strong inside.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
On its way from Irving for 2. Another miss by Irving.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
LeBron gathering speed. Goodwin feeling it out. It's hauled in by Edwards. Mavericks trail by 7. Outside Irving. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Irving's got 14 points here in the second half.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Hazy's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Austin Reeves comes in for Goodwin. And Doncic is subbed in for Gabe Vincent. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. Anthony Davis comes in for Edwards. Washington's checked in for Christie. It's Thompson in for Dinwiddie. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, J.J. Redick's message with his team was simple. Now his perspective was to play like we're behind. He said that's the energy we need right now. We haven't won anything yet. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David.
Guys, it doesn't get much bigger than that. Irving coming up huge right there with the bucket.
Washington against LeBron. Great focus from LeBron. Gets hit and still gets it to go.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down to 5 there thanks to the basket from Kyrie Irving. For Los Angeles, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. And Doncic gets it to go.
Don't give Luka any airspace, especially when he's handling the rock, because this guy's always a threat in the pull-up game.
A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter. Tipped away. Irving. Here's Gafford. The Lakers with the rebound. Here's Reeves. And here is Hachimura. Reeves outside. LeBron sets the screen for Reeves. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Los Angeles.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Luka Doncic.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Jackson Hayes. Vanderbilt comes in for Rui Hachimura. Connect, he's checked in for LeBron. And Goodwin subbed in for Austin Reeves.
Disappointing day for them. Let's see if they go down with the fight.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
Irving kicks to Williams. Pass to Prosper. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. And so the Lakers take the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but thank you, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Great front court matchup.
Yeah, this is a game, BA, I think that has been circled on the calendar. These guys are competitive, but there are positional rivalries that do exist. And the only way you can measure up is standing across from your opponent. We've got that here tonight. Who's going to get the best of who?
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Jimmy Butler out there with Moody, and it's Green in at the 5.
And you know he's so good coming off the pick and roll, but what do you have to take away? There's so many ways Leonard can hurt you offensively.
Pass to Curry. Outside, Green. Back to Curry. Shot clock at 5. Outside Pajemski for 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry.
Yeah, I know you want to focus on the shooting with Steph, but man, he's going to make plays too.
Brent, you could hit the 3 back in your day, and no doubt, Stephen Curry is the best three-point shooter in league history. What makes him so good from deep?
To me, BA, it comes down to the way that Steph goes about his habits in practice. If you ever watch footage of him in pregame warm-ups or in the off-season, there is so much variability in what he does in terms of preparing his feet and hands to shoot the basketball. There's no one that practices the way that Steph does, and there's no one that produces the way that he does either.
So it's the Clippers now, following the score by Golden State. Here's Leonard. That's tipped.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Pass to Green. Outside Pajemski. And here's Butler outside. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound. And it's the Clippers ball. It's a three-point game. Count it. Leonard's got his second basket.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard. He just stays with it and is unshaken.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Jimmy Butler's such an all-around player. He said, I don't need to be a 40-point scorer. My role is to impact winning. I just control what I can control in the end, play the right way, stay aggressive, and do whatever it takes to get my team the win. And Brian, he is good at his job.
Well, playoff Jimmy is a real thing, whether he'll admit it or not.
The wingspan of Kawhi is a bit sneaky, longer than you think. Makes him effective down low.
One thing this Golden State team does very well is control the offensive glass, Brent.
Well, there's been a lot of talk analytically, BA, about how advantageous it is to come in and swoop through to grab offensive rebounds. Golden State has bought into that philosophy. They also have guys who take a lot of long shots, so that's long rebounds with a better chance of gaining an extra possession. So some smart analytical play here from Golden State in the past couple seasons.
And the Clippers making a change here. Jones is checked in. Back to Moody. Here's Podziemski. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Clippers in the lead. Powell outside. Leonard looking around. Harden. Podziemski grabs the board. Golden State has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Leonard against Butler. Fires the three. Drops in the three. Butler's got 5 points.
I don't think there's a moment on the floor that Jimmy Butler does not feel the utmost confidence.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Capitalizes off the crossover.
Well, that screen wasn't quite as effective as it could be. However, they find a way to get it done. Credit the shooter for overcoming that aggressive defense.
Podziemski. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Leonard inside. Butler covering. Leonard can't get it to go. Healed from outside. And that one's good. And Green with the assist.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Warriors.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
It's Jones at power forward with Zubac at center. Bogdanovic is out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Coffey in at the 3. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. Well, Brent, this is the 8th season for Bogdanovic. He's as steady as a metronome, man.
Now, the thing, BA, I don't think guys appreciate him as much as they should in that off-guard position. He is gritty and competitive. He can shoot the ball. He's willing to take big shots. And I love the pace and competitiveness he plays with.
Zubac passes to Coffey. Over Payton. Banked it in off the glass.
Sometimes with that much of a height advantage, resistance is futile.
The Warriors lead by 6. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. The 3 from Curry. They get it again. The 3 ball. Oh, Curry doing what he does best.
It just doesn't matter. Once Steph crosses half court, he's in range.
Leonard's checked in for the Clippers. Dunn comes in for Bogdanovic. Green's checked in for the Warriors. Podziemski comes in for Hield. Outside Jones. Pass to Dunn. Fires from deep. And he can't get that one. Zubac with the steal. Yep, that one goes.
In the paint, Zubac is going to get aggressive and not going to hold back. Put contact on him. He's going through you.
Curry passes to Green. Curry with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Here's Payton. Another three for Golden State.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Simmons finds Zubats. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And there have been a few teams lately who have been stockpiling draft picks, Brent. What do you think of that approach?
Well, BA, if you look at the success of the draft, you're kind of 50-50 on whether or not you're going to get the talent that is required to win a championship. So getting multiple bites at the apple is a great strategy for teams to try to build the foundation of a championship caliber team.
Harden against Curry. Oh, it's blocked by Green.
Well, I like the extension there from Draymond Green, reaching out and timing that one.
Here's Butler. That shot off the mark. Jones with some nice D. And it's Jones with the ball for the LA Clippers. Trailing by 8. Harden, the pass to Jones. Pass to Dunn. Here's Leonard. Nice balance from Kawhi Leonard there.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Outside Butler. Green with a screen on Jones. And here's Butler outside. It's rebounded by Zubats. For Los Angeles, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Jones feels it out. Leonard for 3. And that 3 is knocked down by Kawhi.
Nice teamwork. The right guy ends up with the ball in his hands, and Kawhi finishes that possession.
Outside Podziemski. Moody on the wing. Outside Butler. Good. 3rd basket in 6 attempts.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 11. From 10 feet away. The shot misses. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Warriors on top. They're up by 5. And we'll see you back here after the break. 3rd quarter action in just a bit.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Without question, Kawhi Leonard displaying his skills today.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, this is going that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Kicking off the second half. Here's Steve Kerr's 5. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Butler out there with Draymond Green. And it's Moody in at the small forward position.
Yeah, Leonard can do this. He can just take over a game offensively.
And what you like about James Harden, he can play with any set of teammates, Brent.
Well, we're seeing this transition, BA, right, from Harden being this elite offensive system by himself to now being a better teammate, a guy who can facilitate and set guys up to make better offensive plays. So not shouldering the entire load anymore. He's been very flexible over the past couple seasons.
Harden, the pass to Zubats. Here's Leonard. Pass to Harden. Dunn outside. To the middle. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
What a powerhouse move from Kawhi, getting right to the rim.
Curry passes to Moody. Back to Curry. Shoots over Harden. Curry from inside.
Yeah, you got to get up tighter than that. Some players you can give that much room to, but not him.
Dunn outside. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. The Warriors lead by 3. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's Curry. And rejected.
Terrific defense from Zubac. His team relies on him to help alter shots.
Throws it up high. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Wow. Zubac way up.
The Warriors have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
Jones, he's checked in for Dunn. And Golden State also making a switch. Payton's checked in. The shot by Podziemski, no good. The Clippers trail. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
Double team on Leonard. 6 to shoot. Jones with a screen on Butler. Powell for 3, and the three-pointer goes. Powell's got 5.
Norman Powell really knocking it down here and hurting this team from distance.
Outside Payton. Outside Butler. Shot to stop the run. Butler goes for it inside.
And for them to get out in front, it feels like they're going to need him to lead the way.
Outside Harden. From downtown. And Los Angeles, another 3.
There's so many things that make Harden a dangerous offensive player, but that three-point shot, that's tops on the list.
30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Jimmy Butler, so smooth inside.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Here's Leonard. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Gary Payton II.
You can't be reckless guarding Kawhi Leonard. He feels out defenders so well and exploits them when they overcommit.
Taking 2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time. Warriors trail by 3. And here's Butler. He's got 11. The teardrop. And Butler refusing to be denied.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
3 quarters of play and a close one here. Clippers ahead, leading by a point. And we're coming right back after. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Kawhi Leonard out there with Amir Coffey. Then there's Bogdan Bogdanovic. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's done in a point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Healed for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Buddy does such a great job of preparing his shot even before he gets the ball.
Now Leonard from the stripe. Leonard strong with the shot.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
Now take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Pass to Curry. From outside the arc, Curry rises up and hits the 3.
I mean, he's like a magician how quickly he gets that shot off. Was it ever there?
And timeout called by Ty Lue. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. For the Clippers, Zubats. He's checked in for Jones. Powell comes in for Coffee. And it's James Harden in for Bogdanovich. And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Jackson Davis. Jimmy Butler comes in for Kuminga. Moody's checked in for Payton. And Pajemski subbed in for Hield. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. Coach wasn't very animated in this tight game, but asked this of his team: how bad do you want it? Right now, this is all about who wants it more. So go out there and take it, guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Good on the bucket. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter.
Curry's toughness on display inside there, just clashing inside.
Pass to Zubats. Powell for three. Knocks down the triple. And the Clippers lead by 2.
And Powell putting the team on his back and coming through.
Harden against Curry. Outside Butler. Over Leonard. And Butler the bucket on the assist by Curry.
Man, no question. Jimmy Butler all the way.
And Harden's got the ball here for Los Angeles. Zubats with a screen on Curry. Pass to Leonard. Over Butler. Kawhi finishes inside. So good at the rim.
Leonard doesn't shy away from these moments, embracing his role as a leader for his team.
Here's Curry. Ooh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
And none better, Steph stepping up. What a great feel for the moment. Steph Curry. Bingo.
Leonard against Butler. Dunn outside. Outside Harden. Here's the three. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
Oh, can you say important bucket by Harden? James always wants the ball in these moments. Love it.
Curry with it. He's picked up by Zubats. Pass to Pajemski. Green, a screen. Back to Butler. 4-3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. On the wing, Harden. On the take. Back to Dunn. Out to Powell. Leonard outside. With the teardrop. And no good. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
And looking to even the score with a huge 3.
Well, you can bet that's what they're looking for this late in the game. They need that 3.
And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet. And that's an intentional foul.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
Second team foul.
Oh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
Taking 2 shots.
And he's able to hit the second one. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. Timeout called, the Warriors. They're behind by 4. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Score quick, then foul. Then you have to hope for some missed free throws.
Yeah, this won't be easy, so a little bit of luck will go a long way for them to get back in.
Moody misses. So a close game sees the Clippers taking this one. This one was in the balance right until the final. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Barrett.
one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Edie out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Wells in at the 3 slot.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
And that three-point shot has really evolved for Ja, becoming a bigger part of his game.
LeBron passes to Hachimura. LeBron sets the screen for Hachimura. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Jackson. Back to Morant. The kick out to Bane. Off target from 3-point range.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
One thing about the Lakers, Clark, over the last couple seasons, they get themselves to the free throw line.
Yeah, and a lot of that is due to the fact they've got some real creators in their lineup, guys who can attack off the dribble at multiple positions from multiple angles, and that creates pressure for the defense.
And here is Doncic following Ja Morant's 3. Reeves with the screen for LeBron. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Wells passes to Morant. That one drops for him. Morant's got 8.
And the level of concentration, Morant looked under control despite being under heavy duress.
2 minutes.
Doncic bounce back. Reeves against Bane. 5 on the clock. Releases from 15. Reeves gets the bucket.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that will get you cooked.
Hard trying to contain Morant. When he makes up his mind he's going to score, he goes full force.
Pass to Hachimura. 1:19 left in the first. Fires for three, and it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Hachimura.
And that's exactly what he's looking for. Draining.
Timeout. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Now, here's Doncic, following the miss by Ja Morant. Pass to connect. Jacks up a 3. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. And Clark has got the ball here for Memphis. Morant outside. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Doncic with it. And they double up Doncic. Finney-Smith kicks to James. For 3. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Way back there. I mean, LeBron's just showing off now.
Now Morant. 10 points for him. Payne for 3. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
I agree. I mean, and to have the composure to lock in.
Tie game in Los Angeles. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
You know, I think they're going to be happy with how they played here early on.
I agree with you. I mean, they hit the ground running, had a strong start to the game that they're hoping they can manage the rest of the way.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Jackson is out there with Clark. Then it's Santi Aldama. Then it's Pippen. And it's Kennard in at the shooting guard position. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Reeves outside. Back to Vincent. Finney-Smith with it. He's against Clark. No good from Finney-Smith.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Here's Pippen. Pippen sets a screen for Kennard. And he's good on the 3 ball. Kennard's got the lead up to 3 now for the Grizzlies.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Reeves gets the bucket. Reeves has got 6 points.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Some changes here for the Lakers. Hachimura, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. And James subbed in for Connect. Then for the Grizzlies, Wells, he's checked in for Santi Aldama. And it's Bain in for Kennard. Pass to Wells. Now Jackson. Payne for 3. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
From downtown, and it's LeBron James with the rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Reeves.
A sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Clark outside. Pass to Bain. Over Reeves. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Baines got 5 points now in the quarter.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Reeves, that's a 2-pointer. Again, the Lakers. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Wells. Back to Pippen. From the arc. Nailed from three-point land. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Goodwin's checked in for Los Angeles. Luka Doncic comes in for Vincent. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Santi Aldama's checked in for Jackson. And it's John Morant in for Pippen.
That's the weight room strength of Doncic right there. Fully displayed.
Morant scanning the floor. Again, Memphis. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the half. Doncic outside. Shoots over Morant. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Memphis moving that ball around. Aldama finds Clark. Lays it up off the glass. And it's a 7-point Memphis lead.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
And here is Doncic. Takes a 3. And Doncic with the triple. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Grizzlies lead by 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Guys, John Morant has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
In it forward for him, it's James and Hachimura. Luka Doncic out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Hayes in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Pass to LeBron. Over Wells. Rebounded by Jackson. Memphis leading by 6. Wells with it. Now here's Morant. 12 points for him. It's rebounded by Hayes.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Hachimura the pass to Doncic. Outside, James. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist by LeBron. James has got 3 assists tonight. Memphis has gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Morant against Doncic. Tries the spin move. Converts after the nice spin. Morant's got 14 points for the game.
And what a show Morant is putting on. Every time he touches the ball, you feel like he's going to score.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. John Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. And Clark, it's hard to compare Luka Doncic to any other player we've seen before.
I would certainly agree with that. Ditto to that, Kevin, because he is unique. His pace is never hurried. He never gets rattled. He complains to officials a little bit more than I'd like to see, but he's strong. He's got great touch and feel, and he scores at all three levels, and he's a brilliant passer.
Doncic outside. We've got 1:13 left to play in the third. Oh, an easy two from Doncic.
I know Doncic takes pride in being able to produce for his team, and he's doing it at a high level here.
Morant with it. He's got 14. Nice D from Doncic. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Lakers. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. For the tie, and it's blocked. Bane against Reeves. 2 points. That one goes. He's got 12.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. James, the pass to Doncic. LeBron, a screen on Morant. Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Luka Doncic.
Watch out now when Doncic is dialed in from deep, because he's unguardable.
Now Morant. Stolen by Reeves. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. It's the Grizzlies leading by a... How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. They've got Pippen. Santi Aldama is out there with Clark. And there's Wells. And it's Bane in at the 2. Pippen, the pass to Bane. That falls nicely on the feed that time from Pippen. And the Grizzlies lead by 4. Here's Vincent. Pass to James. Unloads from 13. Good.
From mid-range, LeBron really dialed in. You can't think you're safe giving him those shots.
Memphis has gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Pippen kicks to Bane. Now Wells. Back to Bane. Pippen sets a screen for Bane. Oh, good on the triple. Lakers shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. And here's James outside. Another miss by James. Memphis leading. Aldama passes to Bane. Good work defensively by Hachimura.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Pippen kicks to Clark. Bane looking around. Back to Clark. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Wells' shot is good.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Austin Reeves comes in for Connect. And Doncic is subbed in for Gabe Vincent. Memphis also making some changes. Edey's checked in for Brandon Clark. Jaren Jackson comes in for Santi Aldama. And it's John Morant in for Pippen. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey guys, J.J. Redick's message with his team was simple. Now they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. When that three goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Doncic, and there's another one for the Lakers.
Luka does not back away from the big stage, guys. This young fella loves to be center stage in the biggest moments.
Here's Morant. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
Here's Doncic. Kicks it out to James. Off target from three-point range. Memphis leading by 4. Outside, Bain. Here's Morant. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
A huge shot from Morant. Wow, you see why they put the ball in his hands in those situations.
And Doncic throws it down.
Any doubt who's taking that shot? That's Luka's basketball all the way because he's much in the clutch.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 4-point game. Down low, Edey. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Here's Doncic. Good. And now they trail by just 4.
Nice work from Doncic. Doing a good job finding a way to get it done inside.
And an intentional foul right there.
Austin Reeves. That's his first personal foul.
It's the first. That puts them up by 5.
Shooting for Memphis.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, showing off a really smooth stroke there. And that will add to their lead.
Two seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The 3 for Doncic. It counts. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another one.
And it's a big one. What a performance from long range. Remarkable.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
And those free throws will mean a ton now. It makes it a 2-possession game.
Reeves can't hit. And so they foul intentionally.
That's his first personal foul.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
At the line for the Grizzlies.
So he comes up empty, missing both. And here's Reeves outside. It's money from deep.
I understand we're seeing some high-powered offense, but you've got to put up a little more resistance than that.
Come on now, look. Sit back and enjoy the fireworks. Nothing better than good offense.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
I think it's a wrap. When the game's on the line, he knows how to deliver the crushing blow.
So a close game sees Memphis take this one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy
Centers go at it.
BA, there was once a point in history where we were talking about, is the five-man phased out of the game? And all of a sudden now you have several MVPs who occupy the position. It is unequivocally going to be a special matchup tonight.
And now Dallas' starting group. They've got Kyrie Irving, Davis out there with Washington. Then it's Klay Thompson. And it's Gafford in at the 5. Now here's Davis. Back to Irving. Shoots over Harden. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Davis.
Oh, guys, there are not many strokes more pure than that of Kyrie Irving's.
Powell against Washington. Powell, it's good. Powell's got his second bucket of the night.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And it's the Clippers ball. Well, Doris, there's one thing for sure. When Kawhi Leonard is available, he's elite.
There's no question about it, Brian. And it's so difficult to watch a player who cares so deeply about the game as Kawhi does not have his body hold up. It's been unfortunate over the years to see the toll injuries have taken on his career. But boy, oh boy, clutch, skilled, competitive, tough, every attribute you could want.
And that's unbelievable. Davis sky high doing his thing.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked Coach how they plan to defend Kyrie Irving. He laughed and said, "That's top secret, but seriously, Irving's got those moves, the counter moves, the incredible finishing around the rim, and sometimes you just hope Kyrie has an off night." We'll see how locked in Kyrie is tonight, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Now here's Irving. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Count it. Good. Irving's gotten his second bucket.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
Leonard outside. Pass to Zubac. Now here's Harden. Powell for 3. Gafford grabs the miss.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
To the paint. And the dunk by Gafford.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Leonard looking around. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Anthony Davis.
Boy, Kawhi Leonard lets his game do the talking. Yes, he's soft-spoken and quiet, but boy, he's a big-time player.
That free throw, no good. Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard, but Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from three for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
Jones, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Bogdanovich comes in for Dunn. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. For three, Dinwiddie knocks down the long J.
Well, he has proven that you've got to respect the long-range ability of Spencer Dinwiddie. Nice.
Leonard passes to Jones. Back to Leonard. Jones with a screen on Davis. Here's Leonard. Drops it in from 14 feet away.
Now, the mid-range is Kawhi's bread and butter. This guy can get to his spots and take whatever he wants.
Pass to Christie. Davis with a screen on Bogdanovich. And there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That's his first foul of the game. So for the Clippers, Zubats, he's checked in for Leonard. Coffey comes in for Powell. And Simmons is subbed in for Harden. And Dallas with a change here too. Irving's checked in. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by one. Bogdanovich, that's good.
When Bogdan is set in the corner, feed him. He loves those shots. Can make him in his sleep.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Simmons against Irving. 11 seconds left to play in the first. Clock at 6. Lively with a screen on Simmons. And the shot's good by Irving.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Dallas on top. They lead by 1. And we'll bring you the start. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And when you consider how Dallas is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Doris, not long ago, the Clippers were not associated with star power.
It's very true, B.A., but they are now. And it's not just the talent that they have, it's the experience that their guys bring to the court. They now have a core of big-time players who've been through virtually everything in the league.
So the Mavericks 5 right now. They've got Spencer Dinwiddie. Najee Marshall is out there with Derek Lively. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Christie in at the 3. Irving looking around. Dinwiddie with a screen on Simmons. Irving for 3. No, he's made 3, missed 2 now.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Nice shot by Simmons.
That's a big-time finish by Ben Simmons. With that frame, sometimes he makes that look easy.
Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Here's Irving. Good D by Simmons.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Jones with a screen on Dinwiddie. There's Bogdanovich with the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Bogdanovich has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And this is why Bogdanovich is a vital cog in this offense. It's his ability to stretch the floor like that.
Up top, Dinwiddie, defended by Bogdanovich. Here's Irving, and it's Derek Jones with the foul. That's his first foul.
All right, Doris, you look at the criteria for traveling in the NBA. You think it's called often enough?
You know, BA, I'm not sure the answer to that. It's amazing to me the speed with which these officials have to make the calls. Sometimes you go back and watch it, what looks like a travel is not, or what's not called a travel is. This is actually a harder issue than people think.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, guys, a lot of new developments for the Clippers this season, and obviously they have the new arena, new designs for their logo, jerseys, and court. Not only that, their G League team moving into a brand new arena in Oceanside, renewing the San Diego Clippers moniker. Ryan, a lot to be excited about for this Clips team.
No question. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for the Clippers. James Harden comes in for Bogdanovich, and he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Because Kawhi Leonard has such a well-rounded offensive game, it's easy for him to put the defense in a bad position, draws contact there.
It's both from the stripe. Mavericks trail by 4. Thompson outside. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. From the arc. Drains the triple. Irving's got 10.
Well, we know Kyrie is one of the outstanding shot takers and makers in this league.
Harden finds Leonard. Jones with a screen on Davis. Here's Leonard. And the shot falls short that time.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Washington, a screen on Harden. They now take the lead. He's got 13.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Leonard gets the bucket.
Well, ready on the catch. Your pre-shot preparation is on point. Kawhi, the catch and shoot.
Outside Davis. Back to Irving. Davis with a screen on Harden. Irving for 3. And Dallas hits again from deep.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Leonard for 3. Oh, Leonard laces it in from distance.
Yeah, I just had a feeling Kawhi Leonard would respond with a 3 of his own. Beautiful.
Harden against Irving. Tries again. The 3 from Washington. Nails it from 3. Washington's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Dallas on top. They're up by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Well, you look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy. Ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. James Harden out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Zubats in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Dunn outside. Harden with it. Leonard outside. And Davis with the block.
No chance. Davis just too much to handle on the defensive side. There's a touch of artistry to the floater. Takes feel as much as skill.
Clippers trail by 7. Powell outside. Leonard outside. Zubac with a screen on Davis. Leonard for three. Buries it from three. Leonard's got 13.
Kawhi Leonard right now is cooking, folks. This guy has got a rhythm, and you better watch out.
Thompson outside. Pass to Washington. Outside Davis. And the three off target. And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Down low. Here's Leonard. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
And what a move by Leonard. Baiting the defender to get them where he wants them.
He's made 3 of 4 free throw attempts in this game. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Dallas has gotten 6 of 10 three-pointers to drop. Outside Davis. Back to Irving. Pass to Thompson. Here's Davis. Outside for Irving. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Zubac. The Clippers trail. Powell outside. Done with it. And here's Leonard. Checked by Davis. Here's the teardrop. And Davis with the block. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
We know Kawhi Leonard is a former Finals MVP. Jimmy Butler said, there are guys that are like, quote, I'm going to find the best way to win. In a 7-game series, I'm going to get the best of you in the end. Kawhi's definitely up there. Whatever he's got to do, he is going to find a way. And Brian, Butler would know a thing or two about that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you know that. No question about his abilities. Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to Irving. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Irving's got 6 in the quarter.
So smooth on the mid-range. Kyrie dialed in.
Harden finds Leonard. Zubac, the screen. From behind the arc. Leonard can't get it to go. The Mavericks lead by 4. To the inside. And the dunk by Gafford.
Yeah, the complete package is AD. Had the defense's attention and found the open man.
Los Angeles has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Powell outside. Launches it. Gets the 3 ball to go. Powell's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Gafford passes to Irving. He takes it in. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. James Harden picks one up.
Boy, Irving decisive on that drive, gets the foul because of the intensity, taking it to the rack.
Both free throws good from Irving.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Here's Bogdanovich. Give him 8 points now. Zubac with a screen on Dinwiddie. There's Bogdanovich with the 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So it's Los Angeles now. 2-point game on the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter. They've got Derek Lively. Spencer Dinwiddie is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Najee Marshall. And it's Christie in at the 3, the small forward. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Leonard. Kawhi, too strong inside.
Well, everybody in the NBA should have the floater as part of their arsenal. Leonard makes it look easy.
The drive by Irving, overdone. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Irving's got 10 points in just the second half.
the defense can't be so relaxed at this stage of the game. Not against him.
I think he takes that kind of defense as a sign of disrespect, and he was more than happy to accept the challenge.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
For three, Dinwiddie. Pure from three-point range. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
And timeout called by Ty Lue. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Some changes for Los Angeles. Zubats, he's checked in for Jones. Norm Powell comes in for Coffee. And it's James Harden in for Bogdanovich. A big group substitution here for Dallas. Gafford, he's checked in for Lively. Davis comes in for Marshall. Washington's checked in for Christie. And it's Thompson in for Dinwiddie. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Tyronn Lue address the team. They were encouraging their team to run, look for breaks. Coach wants to see them getting into transition more. Back to you, Brian.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
That is pure from Kyrie. Fantastic working off the catch.
Leonard against Davis. And it's blocked by Davis. Over to the wing. And he lobs it up top. Ooh, stolen by Harden. Dunn outside. Inside. Here's Leonard. Misses from close range.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. And it's a 7-point Maverick lead.
Yeah, the way Kyrie varies his pace, hard for any defender to guess right.
Here's Leonard. Kawhi, so steady inside.
Leonard doesn't shy away from these moments, embracing his role as a leader for his team.
Here's Irving. Got a piece of it. Now here's Dunn, defended by Thompson. Leonard inside. Davis on him. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Oh, man, is Kawhi Leonard a tough cover. Just so good at drawing contact.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Mavericks.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
They've also made a concerted effort to get the ball down low. Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
1:10 left in the fourth quarter. With a 9-footer, it's rebounded by Zubats. Clippers trail by 4. Now here's Leonard. Outside Harden. Zubats with a screen on Irving. Cash! Oh, what a sensational bucket! That brings it within 1.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Powell outside. Here's Leonard. And they'll get another chance to take the lead. Powell's shot is off.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 3-point game.
A bit of heroics at the line right there as he bumps their lead to 3 and makes things a little easier for them defensively.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Here's Leonard. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Shoots over Davis. And he sinks it. And that one brings him within 1.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 3-point game. 20 seconds left in the fourth. Irving against Harden. Dunn outside. Back to Harden. To tie it up. No good from three-point range.
Ooh, he really came close to leveling the score there.
Oh, he had it in his sights. He wanted it. That bucket would have been huge.
So he gets them both. And it's a 5-point game.
Well, what a performer this guy is. Game is on the line. He stands up and delivers.
And so it's Dallas winning this one. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
advantages, Stan, of coaching teams with a lot of veterans, a lot of experience.
Kevin, how much time do we have? I mean, do we have time to do a whole podcast? I mean, it's everything. They know more about the game. They're smarter. They've seen it all. They have developed a professionalism and a mental toughness. They've been through every situation. I could go on and on.
And there's that fine line between being too weighted in that direction and not having the kind of skill players, the youth, that can drive that engine.
Yeah, I think having a good mix of youth and veterans is very important to teams.
And now the Lakers starting group. In it forward for him, it's James and Hachimura. Austin Reeves out there with Doncic. And it's Hayes in at center. Now here's Gordon for the three. It's rebounded by Doncic. And really, Coach Van Gundy, the acquisition of Aaron Gordon for the Nuggets was one of the things that elevated them to the championship caliber team that we saw.
Yeah, Kevin, he was sort of the missing piece. He's a great fit in the front court alongside of Jokic. His athleticism, his defense, his ability to score inside have really made them a great tandem.
And what about his ability, Stan, to fit in right off the bat and make a difference?
You know, just about anybody can fit in playing with Jokic, Kevin. He makes the game easy.
Well said.
Yeah, the defender all over.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. That free throw, no good. And looking back, Coach, how great was it to see the Nuggets win their first title back in 2023?
One of the great NBA stories, Kevin. It was huge. It was a moment years in the making. That championship meant so much to the city of Denver and its fans.
Now, here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Oh, Jokic with attitude there. Love it.
Reeves outside. Back to Doncic. Six to shoot. Lets it go from the wing. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Now here's Murray. Kicks it out to Gordon. Murray looking around. And again, Denver with the triple.
And the backbone of Murray's game is that ability to scorch you from distance.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Briefly spoke with David Adelman. We talked about the strategy for taking on a guy like Luka Doncic. He told me that the thing is Luka steals all the attention out there, which allows his teammates to find open looks, so we're not going to let him distract us on defense. So it sounds like they'll be focusing on defending against Luka and company, not just Luka. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. Outside Gordon. Back to Murray. The three. Rebounded by the Lakers. There's a minute left here in the first quarter. Doncic against Murray. Here's James. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
Sharge checked in for the Nuggets. Michael Porter comes in for Gordon, and then for the Lakers. Vanderbilt's checked in for Jackson Hayes. Austin Reeves comes in for Connect, and Vincent subbed in for Doncic. Now here's Sharge. It's Porter outside. It's good from long range. Porter's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Nuggets.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
And here's James outside. Sinks the triple. James has got 6 points.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Murray with it. The tray. And no good that time. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Lakers lead by 3. And we'll get going. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
So for the Lakers right now, they've got Dorian Finney-Smith. Gabe Vincent is out there with Austin Reeves. Then it's Connect, and it's Vanderbilt in at the 4 spot.
And this team encourages Westbrook to look to score inside. You can see why with these results.
Reeves with the screen on Westbrook. Here's Vincent. And the 3 off target. The Nuggets trail. Watson kicks to Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
And there's the ferociousness. Got to enjoy Westbrook taking flight and slamming it down there with authority.
And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Now Reeves. No scoring in this one. Pass to Vincent. And again, no good by the Lakers. Denver's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Out left to the wing. Here's Strawther. He's defended by Reeves. Stan, isn't it terrific? We're seeing these great stars in the NBA extending their careers more than ever before.
We certainly are, Kevin, and it's great for the league. The league keeps getting younger, though. The guys come into the league earlier. But I think what players have learned, it's not even just the basketball part. It's the strength and conditioning. It's the nutrition. They've taken care of themselves better, and that allows them to last longer.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Hachimura, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. LeBron comes in for Connect. And Doncic is subbed in for Gabe Vincent. Outside for Murray. Bangs home the trifecta. Murray's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nuggets.
And that's what you're looking to do. Get your best scorers something within the flow of the offense.
The amazing Nikola Jokic, Stan. How fun is this guy for us to watch every time we do a game?
Yeah, he's such an interesting guy, Kevin. He's got so many skills, and he's led the league in touches, but he's near the bottom in how long the ball sticks in his hand, constantly making quick decisions and passes. This guy is really like watching the best we've ever seen.
I would agree. And what a quality to know where to go with the ball when the pressure arrives.
And inside, Luka knows the bucket is there, so he is willing to fight for it.
For three, Murray. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Reeves outside. Pass to Hachimura. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Porter with it. He's picked up by James. Good on the bucket. And it's a 9-point Denver lead.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
James outside. Over Porter. LeBron can't get it to go.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
Jokic passes to Murray. Here's Brown. Murray outside. 6 on the shot clock. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And so it's Denver ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
Sharing the wing spots, it'll be Brown and Porter Jr. Before in the 5. It's Gordon and Jokic, and it's Murray in at the 1 spot. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Murray outside. Here's Jokic. Jokic hatchets his way to finish inside.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 9 from outside the arc. He misses it. He's 4 for 7 from the floor. 21st pick in the 2022 draft, Christian Brown, who won a title with Denver during his rookie year. And their coach, Michael Malone, used him in certain situations, and he flourished.
Well, you know, Kevin, he won a college championship the year before. This guy's played in a lot of high-pressure games. And that is what has given Michael Malone the confidence to go with him. He was ready for those moments.
Ready indeed. Outside Porter. Here's Jokic. Can't connect from short range.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Over in the corner, Doncic. It's hauled in by Jokic.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open. but not able to connect that time.
And then Gordon hit the dunk.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Back to Doncic. Here's the three. Good, and the assist goes to James. Doncic has got 12 in the game.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Murray outside. Pass to Brown. Jokic with the screen on Reeves. Buries the long-range jumper. Brown's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
LeBron powering inside.
And the total package, James, is so much fun to watch.
Doncic against Murray. Pass to Jokic. And 1:01 left in the third quarter. Clock at 6. With the floater, it's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Here's Reeves. The three for Doncic. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And it doesn't take much for Doncic to get hot. And once that happens, boy, he is almost unguardable.
Hachimura against Gordon. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the game.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
A different look for Denver. Saric is checked in for Jokic. Peyton Watson comes in for Christian Brown. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Jamal Murray. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Jackson Hayes. Vanderbilt comes in for Hachimura. Connect, he's checked in for LeBron. And Vincent subbed in for Luka Doncic. Picked by Finney-Smith. Reeves, that's a 2-pointer. Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Finney-Smith.
And some kind of switch must have been flipped at halftime because both teams are getting after it.
Yeah, and you can feel the pace picking up in this second half. Both teams have dialed up.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Denver on top. They lead by a bucket. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the 4th quarter. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. So the Lakers 5 right now. In it forward for him, it's James and Hachimura. Connect out there with Vincent. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 5 down low. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. Pass to Saric. Watson with it. The Nuggets moving the ball around. And there's Saric on the assist by Watson. Saric has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside, James. Now Vincent. This one for 3. Cranes the 3-pointer. And the Lakers lead by 1.
And this is who James is, a guy who's always looking to pass it and involve his teammates.
Murray for 3. Another 3 for Denver.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page for the Nuggets. Jokic, he's checked in for Saric. Aaron Gordon comes in for Peyton Watson. And it's Michael Porter in for Russell Westbrook. And then for Los Angeles, Hayes, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Austin Reeves comes in for Connect. And Doncic is subbed in for Vincent.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Gordon with the screen for Porter. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. LA's on 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. James finds Doncic. And they double up Doncic. Hachimura down low. Jokic defending. And that one's good. Hachimura.
You have to push Hachimura out of there if you're the defense. He's a real problem on the interior.
Back to Murray. Pass to Brown. Jokic with it. A three ball. Jokic. Big man with the triple. Huge.
Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Here's LeBron. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
And when you need a big score, you want LeBron to get the ball. And that's why.
Pass to Jokic. Over Hayes. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Reeves. Drops in the layup for 2. Reeves has got the lead up to 4 now for the Lakers.
Well, you wonder why we're seeing so many points tonight. Just look at the D.
Not a lot of resistance. And trying to just outscore other teams, generally not the best recipe for long-term success.
And the competitive nature of Murray making all the difference there, doing everything he can to rally his team.
To the inside. Here's Jokic. Got it.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
LeBron kicks to Doncic. Connects from downtown.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and once his personality comes up with the goods on that one.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. I was able to listen on what David Adelman went over with his team. Now, he was quite encouraging in the huddle. He said, look, you're fighting out there, fellas. I can see it. I need you to keep giving everything you have. Bring this one home. See if they can pull it off, guys.
Thank you, David. And Jokic drops them both.
Well, make no mistake, this is exactly who they want at the line in this situation.
Here's James. What a thing of beauty from James.
Was there ever any doubt who they were going to go to? LeBron James is clutch.
Here's Murray. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. To the middle. The power of Jokic.
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
There's 21 seconds left in the game. James looking it over. From free throw range, can't cash in.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. Here's Doncic. The forwards are Porter Jr. and Gordon to his side. On the rafters, he punched it in!
Are you kidding me?
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is, rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. You know, Stan, we hear all the time about after-timeout plays. About how many of those do teams really have at their disposal?
Well, you certainly have to have a few, Kevin. Coaches vary in their philosophy. Some coaches will draw them up on the fly. I was one, like a lot of guys, who wanted to have things that we've worked on that then we could go to. But that just depends on who you've got, how smart your guys are, how quickly they pick things up.
And it's blocked. Reeves with it. Wants to get it to Doncic, and does. And that one is good.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
Murray against Doncic. Pass to Brown. For three, Murray. The Nuggets with another miss. Murray against Doncic. For Murray. Money!
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Timeout called, Nuggets. Here's Murray. Money!
And there's an aggression to Murray's game, willing to battle there for the bucket.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Teardrop shot. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Free throw, no good for James.
You know, I don't believe in the word choke, but to come away empty right there is brutal. This game would have been over.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. For three, Murray. Bullseye! A tremendous three to tie it up.
And there's no doubt Murray can fill it up. Good luck bringing him down to earth when he's on this kind of a roll.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
That could be costly. When the game is hanging in the balance, the last thing you can afford is to turn it over.
Pass to Jokic. Jokic to the rack. Got it!
Not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate, exactly when his team needs it.
So it's the Lakers now. To tie. No good. And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. They escape with a victory, although they need it. Thanks so much, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So, for Greg Anthony.
Jackson.